YouTuber subscribers, friends, welcome to my channel. Man, it is middle of December and we are at 80 degrees. This Mother Nature cannot make up her mind. My son has three cars. A 1993 Honda Del Sol, which I just got done driving. A 2007 Jeep Liberty. And a week before he got shipped out to North Dakota, he went out and bought a 2023 Honda CRV. Now, I've never driven this, and I did not know that my wife volunteered me to take this down to the dealership tomorrow because I had plans, and she just told me. So I was like, I have to come out here and prepare myself how to figure out how to drive this car, because this car is, man, it's got everything. He was out driving it before he left, and he was on the freeway, and he got a rock flew up and his first dent right there. Check out this big old Honda symbol logo. When he was test driving the car, a rock flew up on the freeway and cracked the windshield, and the dealership said that they would replace it. If he buys the car, they would replace it with a new one. They just recently changed it over to a new one. It's got like 25,000 miles on this car. It's a beautiful car. We must have test drove 15 other different type of cars, and then just out of the blue he decided he wanted to buy this one. We never test drove it. So I've ridden in it one time. When we dropped him off at the airport, my wife drove it back, and it's just way too new for me. I mean, it's a beautiful car, don't get me wrong. I just, in Arizona, it's not good to have a nice car like this, and then he's going to have it shipped up to North Dakota where it's snowing, and he's going to get all rusty and everything because he's going to be there for 5 years. But he's always wanted to have another CRV because he had one before. What was it, 2003 I think it was, or maybe it was 2007, I don't remember, and he crashed that one. This is very, very luxury car. It has a remote start. I don't know how to do it. He showed me one time how to do it, and it has a radio that talks to you. Let me see if I can figure out how to even open this. Let's see if this back door opens. There you go. You got to hold the button. Pretty cool. So they were supposed to have all this stuff done before he left. That's what they promised us, and it didn't happen. They didn't do the windshield before he left. Actually, the day he was leaving, it we had to go and drop it off after the dropped him off at the airport, and they did the windshield for free. Here's one thing I noticed, that a lot of the new cars that we were looking at did not come with spare tires at all, and this one came with a spare tire. So that's pretty cool. It's got a little light back here, little hooks, strap hooks. What is this? I don't know what that is. I guess that's an emergency latch to get out, get locked in or something. Got a 12-volt thing here. Those seats, I mean, those seats fold flat. It's pretty cool. You could sleep in here easily, and the driver's seat and passenger seat also fold flat. Also, they can go flat also, and you can sleep in here. He actually went camping with his friends like second or third day that he had this, and he actually slept in here, he said. Got a light up here. There we go. And I just figured I'd come out and make a video of this and show this beautiful car, because I got to take it to the dealership tomorrow and drop it off. And they have a recall on the, they said the rack and pinion steering, something has to be upgraded on it, so that's going to be done for free. And it's got a lot of room back here, man. I'm not a really tall guy. I'm only like 5'8", and man, lots of leg room, lots of headroom. But little cup holder here. Let's go look at the passenger side. Man, that door slams good. It's very cool. Electric seats, heated seats, leather interior. Nice cup holder. You don't even, it's a keyless. You just, as long as you have the key here, you just push start it. Huge little container there. Let's see what else. I mean, like I said, this is beautiful. This is way too nice for me. Little sunglass holder here, and this is for the sunroof. I mean, this is really, really luxurious. But, you know, he wanted to spoil himself. He's in the Air Force now. So let me go on the other side there, and we'll start it up. It's a one-touch close thing too. Fancy. I had the keys left, and they only have one key they gave, and I was like, oh my god. When I closed that back door, I was like, I hope it doesn't lock the car. I'll be screwed. It's got a charging thing here that you put your phone here. Yeah, it starts charging. It's got a 12-volt socket thing there, and it's got two different USB, and then it's got the, I don't know what number that is, but you put your foot on the brake and push that, and it starts up. Here's one thing that's cool about oh no, I was wrong about the mileage. It wasn't 25,000, it's 36,000. Every one of the windows in the car got one touch push button. One touch push button down, one touch push button down, and it's one touch push button up. Look at that, fancy smancy. Yeah, pretty, but it's too hot, man. Put those down. And the rear do that also. One touch push down. All four of them. One touch push up. Awesome. And then the steering wheel, it telescopes in and out, and it tilts up and down. And it has the radio, it has the navigation, it has everything you can think of for this console, which I really don't like. It's all touchscreen. It's got a radio that you just tell it what you want to listen to. Don't matter what year, what singer, you just, you know, it's like Siri, but I don't think it's called Siri. It has this button here because it'll shut off and on when you drive. Like every time you come to a stop, it'll shut off and on when you drive. You just push that one time and it disables that to where it never shuts off. It's just like a normal car. And then you have all this stuff here that you can change. I don't know, that's the speakers, I think. I don't know what this is. Home, navigation. I don't know how to work any of this stuff. I shouldn't even be messing with it because he's going to get his car. He's like, Dad, what the heck did you do? It's got too many sensors. It's got sensors here on the mirror. Anytime somebody comes up on your left side, your right side, it beeps inside. He says you can disable it. It drives me nuts, man. I don't like a car that's always beeping and honking and everything. It's got a backup camera. It's got a front camera. It's got all the bells and whistles. It's got cruise control, which he likes to use, and he's scared the crap out of me because it will push the brakes without you having to push it if you're getting too close to somebody on the freeway, and he was freaking me. I didn't like that at all. It's got heated seats, which is very nice. We used them like the third day because it was really, really cold here. And it's got the climate system here to where you can hit on and off, and the person on the passenger side can control how hot or how cold they want their side, and the driver can have a completely different side. It's got really cool. I thought this was metal, but it's like a plastic. I have no idea what these things are. I'm not even going to touch them. Like I said, I don't know anything about this car. I think it's a 4-cylinder. We'll pop the hood and we'll go take a look at the motor. But this thing is pretty fast, man, and it's luxury like a Cadillac. How do you turn this off? Let me turn this off, and let's go look at the motor. Okay, when you open the hood, it just open sesame. Yeah, it's a 4-cylinder. I was gonna say, I thought it was a 6, but it's a 4-cylinder. What liter is this? 1.5 liter, and it's pretty roomy. It's got a really small air cleaner, big battery. Yeah, this thing is really nice, man. I think this is the ABS, I'm not sure, but yeah, all kinds of room back there. Yeah, that's the thing, they got to change that rack and pinion. I don't know what's wrong with it. I just know what my wife told me, and the dealership called and told her, yeah, we have to get it in because they didn't have the parts to get it fixed before he left, even though they promised they would fix it before he left, and he couldn't wait any longer. He had to leave. So but we can't ship this to North Dakota till we get that fixed. And it's got this little look for the air system, like forced air goes into there. Yeah, it's too bad that the freaking rock flew up and hit the hood there. But that's what happens when you live in Arizona. Either the hood, I'll show you on the Jeep, the hood, the paint gets just eaten up like crazy, like this. And it's happening to my wife's car too, and her car is new also. This windshield's been replaced once. My wife's windshield in her car's been replaced twice. This one's been replaced once, and he hasn't even owned it a month yet. But yeah, I figured I'd make a video on this awesome, beautiful car. He's trying to get me to drive it up to North Dakota. I'm trying to see which is going to be cheaper for him to pay, because he has to pay for it to have it delivered, shipped, and then the Army, not the Army, but the Air Force will reimburse him after he gets it up there. But right now he has to pretty much walk everywhere on the base or catch a ride with one of his friends. But yeah, awesome little car though. But yeah, I figure I'd get in and try to familiarize myself with this car, and so I could drive. I'm really nervous about driving it. I don't want anything to happen. This has 235 60 R 18-inch tires on here. It's got front disc brakes, rear disc brakes, so all four wheels are disc brakes. Yeah, this thing is really, really nice and fancy. He took me, my wife and I, driving all over Tucson. It's just really, really nice. He's always wanted to have another CRV, and he wanted to get a Honda Civic, but then they only sell them in stick shift, and he does not want to drive a stick shift up in the snow, because he said he probably would freak out and end up crashing his car, because he's never driven in the snow. Well, now he has. He's been driving his friend's car. They've been going out and practicing in the snow and stuff like that. But yeah, beautiful car. Too bad it's got a little dent on it. I told him you can get one of those paintless dent removers and fix that, but you know, that's his car. I'll leave that all up to him. That and that stupid sun visor is not the right size, but I don't think he's going to need it up there because it's cloudy all the time. All the pictures he's been sending us. Yeah, and then this is his Honda. I've been driving. This thing's a blast to drive. I don't know, he took it for a drive before he left. I don't know where he went. He put a big old scratch in this thing. But yeah, I wish he wouldn't have bought this car. I don't know why he bought it before he left. He knew he was going. I didn't know he was going to leave. But yeah, he loves Honda, man. He told me, he gave me the title of that. He actually gave me that Jeep, but I don't want it. But he's like, Dad, here's the title. He signed it, notarized it, said, do whatever you want with it, sell it, keep it, whatever. Do not sell the Honda Del Sol. I'm going to keep that forever, even if I never drive it again. I love that car because that's what he learned to drive stick on. But I hope they send the plate too before it gets shipped out. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful cars. So I'll turn the camera back on tomorrow when I go take it to the dealership and get that fixed, and then I'll know exactly what they're gonna do. I just know it has something to do with the racket paint and the steering, stuff like that. But man, it is getting warm. It's 82 degrees out right now. Freaking December temperatures. That's why I live in Arizona. It's -2 degrees in North Dakota. Oh, good morning. It is 7:30. It is freezing. It's like 43, 44 degrees. I am off to take my son's car to the dealership and get that recall. Hopefully they'll vacuum it out for him. Start this up. Turn this button up to disengage the automatic shut off. Turn the radio down. Figure out how to do this heat, because it is cold. Low, that's low. I do not know how to operate this heater. That it feels freezing. Alright, how does he turn on this seats, heated seats. I can't even call him because he's busy working right now. Oh, all right, well, let's figure out what we're going to do today after we drop it off. Oh, I figured out how to turn on the heated seats, and man, they heat up pretty quick. You just push this button right down there. It's really nice driving with heated seats. One thing I don't like the washer fluid squirter. Look at that. It's on the actual wipers. Doesn't really get on the windshield to spray. I don't like that at all. No. But it's going to be a beautiful day today. It's supposed to be a high 72 today. I'm going to go do some suburban hiking, I guess. Waiting for this thing to get done. This is the dealership that I got to go to. So let's go see where I got to drop it. Maybe right there. Oh no, I'll just park over here. Customer parking. And I gotta go talk to the guy. There's a sensor. Too close to that tree. Alright, dropped off the car. They said about 4 hours. I'm going to walk to the mall, but they don't even open till 10 o'clock, and it's what? About 8:20 right now. He said what they're going to do, they're going to take apart the rack and pinion steering, and it has a worm gear. A worm gear inside of it that's made of plastic, and they're going to upgrade it. And that's this car right there, like that. Oh, actually that color. And they're going to upgrade it and change the grease and stuff like that. So it says you could lose your steering. That sounds kind of scary. These are all Honda CRVs. This is what he wanted to get, but it only came in stick shift, and he doesn't want to drive a stick shift in the snow. So yeah, that's my day today. Let's go see what I can find today. So from the auto mall to this point, I've walked 3.7 miles, and it's taken me just a little bit under an hour since I left the dealership to get to this point. Now I've stopped and climbed down and done some exploring, but even the farmer's market's not open, and I probably got another half a mile to go before I get to the Crested. But there's people running in shorts and tank tops. It's still cold, man. It's 49 degrees out right now. I mean, I'm a little warm because I'm walking, but once you stop and that breeze hits you, it gets chilly. I was gonna go over to the farmer's market, but there's absolutely no one there. Everything is like, I think it'd be open because it's holiday season. Look at them beautiful views. It's probably been about 1.5 years since the last time I came out and seen this Crested Saguaro. I brought a guy and his wife from where is it? Holland, I want to say. I think it was Holland. And they do a newspaper out there, and they posted my pictures and everything in their newspaper. But yeah, I haven't seen this Crested in a while. Still standing. Then there's a Crested Oregon cactus over there. Pretty cool. Let's go check out the Crested Oregon cactus. That thing's probably 12 feet tall. So I completely forgot to film that other Crested cactus. Anyways, there was an old guy there, and he was asking me what I was doing. I was filming that Crested, so I told him about that, and he's like, "Yeah, you know about this cactus?" I said, "Yeah, I'm walking over there." And he started talking to me. His name was Bill, and he actually is the neighbor to the guy that cactus is in the backyard, and he started telling me all about the neighborhood, and he's 74 years old, and he started talking to me how he cleans out the wash, that he's 74 years old, he repels. He puts a whole repelling kit to this pole, and he repels down in the wash, and he picks up the trash and shopping carts and stuff like that. And he says he's got the electric motor that he attaches to this pole, and he pulls up the shopping carts. Man, he was a very interesting guy, all these stories he was telling me. And I never even went to film the other cactus. I was just so busy talking with him. But I live streamed the talk on Facebook. But yeah, it's amazing. Alright, I made it back to the bus station. I don't have the slightest clue what it costs to ride a bus in this town. Alright, I was talking to that bus driver. He's a really cool guy. Very, very cool guy. It don't cost anything to ride the buses in Tucson. He says ever since COVID, they changed it and it's free. Up until 2026, the contract for the buses to be free anywhere in town. If you want to go anywhere in town, any bus, even the other ones that look different color, he said the purple ones are free also. So yeah, it's amazing. If you need to get around Tucson, don't cost you anything. He said up until 2026, he knows that for a fact. But awesome. I was trying to show you what the other one looks like, but it took off. It was parked right behind it. And here's the bathrooms. This is out of order. Yeah, they're locked. But he said they're supposed to be open. Oh yeah, let's go see how clean this looks in here. Alright, well, I'm headed to the mall now, which is right over there. Alright, made it to the mall. I left the dealership at 8:30. It is 10:30 now. So I've killed 2 hours. And I'm going to go walk around in the mall for a little bit. That's a nice $79.99. Yeah, ain't that nice? So I'm going to leave the mall now. It's 11:30. I'm kind of burned out already. I walked all around the mall, the second floor and first floor. I looked at all these shoes. The cheapest pair of shoes that I could find that I like was $100. They're Vans. They're like a hiking shoe. I put a picture here of them. And then I found these really cool Bruce Lee t-shirts and hoodies. This t-shirt was actually almost as expensive as the hoodie. The hoodie was $44. The t-shirt was $39. I'll put some pictures up of those. Man, it's expensive to buy in the mall, man. So I got a total of 7 miles so far I've walked. That's a nice looking car. I don't know what that is. Nissan. So I came this way this morning, and I'm gonna walk back that way. I need to get something to snack on. I'm running on fumes, low energy, and they haven't called me yet, but I figure I'm done walking. I'm gonna go head back and I'll wait at the dealership. That guy's hauling butt, man. So I probably got about a mile walk back to the dealership. So I went over there to Mod Pizza. I was standing in a long line. I was getting ready to order, and they called me and said the car is done. So I was like, oh. Turn around, came out. Now I'm walking back to the dealership. That's the Toyota dealership. And the Honda's down, way down there by the light. So I'm gonna go pick up the car, and then I'll go back to Mod Pizza and give me some lunch. Man, it's been a long day, and it's actually getting hot right now. So I think I'm gonna end the video here. Man, it's been an adventure, different type of adventure, suburban adventure. So if the Lord willing, the creeks don't rise, I'll see you guys in my next adventure, whatever that might be. I'm gone. I'm gone. Lunchtime.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.